Well, hello good people. How's everybody doing? Thank you for joining me on another walk today. I know it's been a while, but there's been a lot of little obstacles in the way, and I'm hoping I finally found a window today, and it'll be a good day for it. The weather's been terrible. That's a big thing. It's supposed to be terrible the next few days as well. Today looks like the exception, so I'm going to go for it. Still windy, as you can tell, but it looks quite clear. I think the rain is cleared, which is good. The trains are running. That's another massive thing. So I should be able to get home. I don't have tonsillitis, so that's good. And yeah, I think today's a good day. So anyway, I'm going to walk to Rye today. Rye being in East Sussex, so I'm actually leaving Kent, and I'm starting in, I don't know, maybe I'll just let you guess where I'm starting from the images, but it's a good 12-mile walk, so I should get to Rye just as it's getting dark. Alright, let's get out of Hastings. Just when you think it's going to plateau out, keeps climbing, keeps going up. The ground here is completely saturated. It's really muddy. So I'm just sort of squelching through slowly. At this rate, I'm going to get to Rye later than I expected, I think. It's a slow walk right now with all this mud. As I continue through this Hastings Country Park, it's all very nice. Maybe I should speak about Hastings a bit. Most people probably know Hastings from the Norman Conquest, 1066, all that stuff. But the truth is the Battle of Hastings wasn't actually fought in Hastings or in the town. It was fought about 8 miles northwest, I guess. In a field on a hill. You can go there today. The town is called Battle now. And after William the Conqueror defeated Harold Godwinson, the last Anglo-Saxon king, he built an abbey there, which was later destroyed in the Reformation. So now it's just, you can see the field. They do reenactments once a year, I think, which is very fun. I've been to one of those. And the abbey's ruins there, but still worth going to. Back to Hastings. William built the castle there around 1077 or something, and that's what you see the remains of today up on the hill. But Hastings, I don't think they ever put like a harbor there because it was too difficult with like conditions out at sea and the ground underneath and stuff. It never worked out, so it did eventually become a sunk port town. So yes, I'm going downhill again to come back uphill. Eventually I think this will even out once we get closer to Rye. It's a hard walk. I mean, this is a lot harder walk than I expected, to be honest. Even looking at the map, I could see the elevations, but until you're actually doing it, you don't realize how hard it is. I thought getting out of Dover was hard, but this is way worse. However, it is really, really pretty. The views are quite stunning and amazing, and it's, you know, it's worth it. I mean, not many people will get to see these views. Well, I think I should welcome, by the way, everybody who's recently joined over from Merrick's School Dudes. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to this channel. Hope you enjoy it. Try and go on nice walks that have a bit of a historical bent to them. And it looks like rain over there. I think we're walking towards that direction. It wasn't forecast to rain, but there is a chance. Here comes the rain. Well, it poured for a little bit there. Even had a tiny bit of hail, but it only lasted about 10 minutes. Hopefully it's passed over now. Well, I'm pretty exposed up here, but the view is very nice. And I'm hungry, so I'm going to stop and have some SpaghettiOs that I made in haste this morning. I took a tin of my son's SpaghettiOs. I hope he doesn't mind. Okay, some good stuff here. First of all, this farmhouse is owned by the National Trust, and there's a vineyard on it, and we'll keep going. We are here. We're heading towards Winchelsea up to Rye. I received this balaclava as a Christmas gift. Thank you, Anna. And I kind of feel quite medieval wearing this thing. It's pretty cool. At the same time, I probably look really intimidating. But it is very good because you can pull it down, just wear like the little sort of cap, or I can take the cap, the top bit off, and it sort of turns into a snood. So it's very versatile, super lightweight, keeps you warm, but it wicks the water and sweat away really quickly. I am digging it. This is called St. John's Gable. It's all the remains of an old hospital that was here hundreds of years ago. There was a place for the elderly and infirmed. This churchyard also has one very, very famous grave, and I'll see if I can find it after we go into the church. Oh, what a nice church. I love the lighting in there, and the atmosphere and mood was so calm and serene. Anyway, here's the very famous gravestone outside of the church. There you go. Spike Milligan. Interestingly, you can see the remains of what was an older building here, and they obviously built over it. Okay, I have to get a move on. Got a couple miles left to Rye, not very far now, but the sun is setting fast, you can see behind me. Final stretch to Rye, it's just me and these sheep, and this is looking like total swamp basically. There's Rye. Those buildings up on the hill there, that's Rye. And can you believe that used to be a harbor city, and this all would have been underwater? And now the sea is way out there somewhere. And in the 1300s, Rye became one of the sunk port towns. So yeah, it would help defend the coast and help with ships, repair ships and stuff that needed to defend England from invaders. And this means it was a tax haven. So maybe Rye was like the Monaco of its day. Camber Castle was built in Henry VIII's time to defend against the French, of course. But yeah, it's 16th century. Well, I've done it. I've made it to Rye. Just need to cross the river Tillingham. I'm there. See how much time I have before my train comes, if I could get 1 pint. Well, that's that. Another walk complete. Thank you for joining me. I very much enjoyed that walk. It was a tough walk. My legs and knees were definitely feeling it for the next couple of days after I finished that one. But the payoff is huge. I mean, the views and stuff along the cliffs when you leave Hastings and through the Hastings Country Park are really, really impressive. Also, the cool thing about that walk was it sort of felt like it was done in stages, and each stage is quite unique from the other. So you have sort of like the clifftop walking and the sea along Hastings and you sort of get to sea level. There's that beach at pet level. You start coming inland from pet level, walking along the canal, and it turns into more of a country walk. And then you have like the marshes, the marshlands in between Winchelsea and Rye. So as a whole, it ends up being a sort of very cool, unique walk that feels all quite different from one another. But yeah, I would say if you're going to do it, probably best to do it in summer when things dry up and maybe when it's not so windy out. Anyway, thank you again for watching. We will see you soon, and thank you very much to all the new subscribers. I hope you enjoy and you come back for more. Cheers. Bye.